Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And in this particular video, I want us to look at Rigathi Gachagua's deep concerns amidst William Ruto's explosive anti-corruption drive. For those who've been following William Ruto's latest moves of late, William Ruto is either keen on fighting corruption or too keen on creating the perception that he is fighting corruption. And his latest moves have actually shocked the country. Yesterday alone, William Ruto fired over 27 individuals, government officials, from office. He fired them over irregular release of condemned sugar. There was some sugar which were imported into the country in 2018. This sugar could not be released to the market because they were contaminated and they were supposed to be used to create ethanol. So certain individuals from nowhere decided to release this sugar into the market. That got William Ruto mad. But someone was telling me that that's not the case. That probably William Ruto knows the real story and he's hiding something. Those are politics. Before that, William Ruto had actually fired several individuals, including permanent secretary for health and KEMSA board over mosquito net scandal. But Rigathi Gachagua is worried. Why do you think Rigathi Gachagua is worried? That's what I want us to look in this particular video. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. So please, for this video, give it thumbs up or you can drop your comments. Now, let us get straight to the main issue. And I want to begin this video by asking you a simple question. Have you heard Rigathi Gachagua talk about the new KEMSA mosquito scandal? Or have you heard him talk about this irregular release of sugar into the market? Have you heard him? Because we know Rigathi Gachagua is, his mouth is like a mortar. He speaks. He's a truthful man. He's yet to talk about it. And that is where the concern is. We are talking of two major scandals. The first major scandals in this government, KEMSA scandal. Rigathi Gachagua's own son was dragged into this scandal. It was expected that probably Rigathi Gachagua or even the son or someone else would come out and say, that's not us. We are not involved. Then there is also the story of this condemned sugar. I've been reading it online on Twitter. And certain individuals are trying to suggest that the MD for Kenya Bureau of Statistics, of Standards, because remember, Ruto fired several individuals, including the MD for Bureau of Standards, Benjamin Giraini. Some individuals are claiming that this gentleman is actually a close associate of Rigathi Gachagua and therefore he's being linked to Rigathi Gachagua. And some are even suggesting that this sugar were not released into the market by Uhuru Kenyatta's government because those who were in William Ruto's camp at that time were involved in its importation. So I want us to look at all these issues, why Rigathi Gachagua should be worried. Before we do that, again, in case you are watching this channel for the first time, remember to subscribe because what we do on this channel is that we analyze politics in a way you can't find any other place. Now, I have 5 reasons why Rigathi Gachagua should actually be worried. Sometimes when you see people linking Rigathi Gachagua's son to the KEMSA scandal, this sugar is also being dragged into. I was also reading somewhere that William Ruto was very mad during the cabinet meeting and he reprimanded a few cabinet secretaries And some even suggest that he kind of told off Rigathi Gachagua. So it means Rigathi Gachagua must be ready. But why should he be ready? Number one, you see, when things start like this, in the long run, he's going to carry the burden, the corruption burden. Between 2013 and 2017, if you asked any individual in the Republic of Kenya, including a 5-year-old, who was the most corrupt individual in the Republic of Kenya, they will tell you the individual. Because the government at that time branded the individual to be the most corrupt individual. Let me ask you, between that time up to now, who was that most corrupt individual in the Republic of Kenya? Name names. I don't want to name names because some of you will say, mimi huwa naonea mtu mwingine. So who do you think was the most corrupt individual in the Republic of Kenya between 2013, probably up to 2022? That is exactly the burden which Rigathi Gachagua is going to carry. Ruto, for example, managed to escape that burden when COVID hit and Uhuru Kenyatta's close associates were involved in COVID scandal. They found an opportunity, and that's how they were able to avoid corruption as a scandal. I mean, corruption as a campaign tool. So if Rigathi Gachagua is not careful, and I'm saying this just like an analyst, then he's going to carry that burden of being the most corrupt individual in government. Because we are talking of KEMSA, some people are dragging his name. We are talking of condemned sugar, some people are dragging his name. He's going to carry that burden. And that burden is not easy to carry. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua should also be worried because some of these corruption scandals and allegations are normally weaponized politically. And once they are weaponized politically, then they'll target specific individuals. In this case, the people being targeted are Kikuyus. I'm saying this because the PS who was fired the other day, Josephine Mburu, is a Kikuyu, allegedly an associate of Rigathi Gachagua. We are now talking of the people who have been fired from KEBS. You see, if you read those names, Benan Jiraini is the MD. Why are we not kicking out the MD for KRA? You know? Why? So probably that's the guy they wanted to kick out. The other ones are probably just collateral damage. I'm not saying so, but key individuals, Kikuyu individuals who are serving in strategic positions can be kicked out easily like that. It's not going to be the first time. We saw colleges being kicked out. The guy who signed this letter, Felix Kosgei, was kicked out as a Minister for Agriculture by Uhuru Kenyatta. Several others. So if Uhuru could do it, what stops Ruto from using those strategies to remove Kikuyus from key strategic positions, which are going to give him problems, and then either appoint Somali or some other individuals for those positions? And that will paint Rigathi Gachagua as someone who cannot defend his community, or Rigathi Gachagua will come out to try and defend his community, which for me would bring more problems for them. Number three, these corruption allegations, if you ask me, provides a conducive environment for William Ruto to execute his 2027 political schemes. The question is, what is William Ruto's 2027 political schemes? It is simple. William Ruto would want a situation where he goes into the 2027 election with a different running mate. a running mate that is not Rigathi Gachagua. Within the political corridors, it is alleged that Ruto is keen on having Musalia Mudavadi because it's not sure whether the Mountain will vote for him the way they voted for him in 2022, and again considering the fact that Azimio might actually support Musalia Mudavadi, Kalonzo Musyoka. In that case, Rigathi will be told, get off. And the surest way of telling Rigathi Gachagua off is by branding him as the most corrupt individual. Allow him to carry the burden of Kenya Kwanza government. So those schemes will be easily executed, if you ask me, and in my view, with these allegations. So Rigathi Gachagua must be concerned. And also, number 4, in my view, is campaign funding. You know, politics is a game of numbers, which is normally perceived or real. But for you to manage Kenyan politics, you need money. Rigathi Gachagua is at a point where Ruto was in 2013. And Ruto, being a smart person, is trying to avoid this. Ruto was able to outweigh Uhuru Kenyatta between 2013 and 2017. During that period, he ensured that he took control of tenders, he took control of government, and was able to make money. You can only do this or that by putting your people in strategic positions. This is what Ruto is blocking Rigathi Gachagua from doing. Because if Rigathi Gachagua were to be allowed to have his people here, there, and there strategically, they will be able to make money for him. Like, for example, this this mosquito net deal alone, how much do you think they would have made? Because you're not even sure whether those nets were going to be imported. What about this sugar, contaminated sugar? If indeed someone was out to make money, how much do you think they made? Billions. And as long as Rigathi will have money, Ruto will not have peace. Just the same way Ruto had money, Uhuru did not have peace. So Ruto is trying to block him from raising campaign money. And lastly, and I think I mentioned it a bit, maybe I should not repeat it, probably it's a strategy to remove or to target Kikuyus from key government positions. Remove them. I don't know what to think. That's my take. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.